I'm a lawyer by training, and when I completed my university degree in the University of Botswana, I was one of the 2 graduates who were headhunted by the Department of Justice to become a magistrate. And I was a magistrate for 10 years when, again, I was asked to set up the office of the Bar Association in Botswana, the Law Society of Botswana. Initially, it was for 2 years, but I ended up spending 8.5 years with the society. And this was for the reason that before I set up the office, there had never been an office or a regulatory body for the legal profession. And during that time, when I was with the Law Society, I grew so much. I grew so much that I became, if you like, an international figure. And part of my growth came from the fact that I think, in recognition of what I was doing for my community and the international community, the government of Botswana, my government, nominated me to a body of the African Union. This is the African Commission on Human and People's Rights. This is one of the organs of the African Union, mandated to promote and to protect human rights on the African continent. It is a huge responsibility. Those days there were 53 countries, and we had to visit basically all of them, talk to people on the ground, talk to government, civil society, just basically sell the concept of human rights on the continent. We were also, in terms of protecting the rights of the people of Africa, we were like a court. Cases were brought to us against the 53 African governments. These are cases of violations of human rights. And that gave me even more exposure. That gave me even more exposure. And as a result of that, actually, I was invited in 1974 to a conference in Salzburg. At that conference, the conference was run by the Brandeis University in Boston, USA. I met 2 judges from the ICC. And these 2 judges, one of them, especially Judge Pillay, said to me, "Look, you are a judge, albeit a quasi-judicial one. You have to apply to the IAWJ to be a member." I followed that up, and I became a member, I think, in 2004. Yes. One thing led to the other. After my 8 years, I really felt that I had contributed, not enough, because it can never be enough. But then I saw an advert by the Commonwealth Secretariat. The Commonwealth Secretariat was looking for judges for the Republic of the Gambia in West Africa. I applied, and I was one of the many applicants, and I got it. So from about 2006 to 2008, I was a judge of the High Court in the Gambia. After I finished my stint, I was redeployed to the Kingdom of Swaziland. Now, 2008, there were vacancies at the ICC. And I approached my government and said, "Look, I'm interested." And I want to believe that given my track record, the government of Botswana felt that, among others, I was qualified to run for elections, and ultimately they settled for me, and they nominated me. And yes, and I want to believe that my previous experience, all that I have done, I mean, we've done it all. We have been in women's organizations. We've done the best we could for children, even for men. We have, I mean, my experience at the African Commission in issues of torture, women, children, places of detention, prisons, for instance, human rights defenders was just tremendous in terms of putting it together, in terms of the requirements for the ICC. As you are aware, basically everything that a judge has done at national level or in their private life has an impact on the work of the ICC. Rape of men, children, and women, for instance, torture, rape as a weapon of of war, rape as a crime against humanity, and everything else. And we embarked on this very difficult journey, myself and my country, having to lobby the 107 states then for me to be elected a judge. And I should say that it was not easy, because you need the support of your country, first of all. They should believe in your abilities, in your qualifications, and after that, they have to have the will to take you wherever you are needed, like here in The Hague, to talk to the states parties, and then in New York twice. They were gracious enough to take me to New York for the election.